Hello, everyone. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for coming out to the 2025 TREC ceremony. Please do make sure that you get some food before we really get started. It looks like most of you have, but if you need to, get up to get brownies and things later, feel free to do so. Good. Welcome. Wilkes colleagues, students, to the Annual Teacher Recognition and Effectiveness Committee Awards Ceremony. We are so pleased you could join us today as we celebrate the outstanding dedication and impact of educators and mentors across our community. We invite you all to scan the QR code that's on your program. This will allow each of you to pull up your own version of the program that you can follow along throughout the ceremony. And those of you who are award recipients today, please feel free to take one of the programs with you as a memento of your award. As we go through the event today, you'll hear from various members of the 2024-2025 TREC Committee who will be presenting awards. My name is Jane Blankenweb, and I'm one of the co-chairs for the committee. And I am also joined in this role as co-chair by Amy Bradley, who will be closing our ceremony out in a bit here. Our other faculty committee members include Nelson Anaya, Ashrafur Rahman, and Marianne Rexer, and you'll be seeing most of them shortly when they help present the awards. We'd also like to extend our great thanks to our student government representatives, Ian Kunick and Alton Smargazi. We truly appreciate their engagement with TREC. Having student voice at the table is invaluable, and we are always grateful for the perspective that they bring. And like all great student leaders, we are really hoping we can count on them to make sure no good food goes to waste after this ceremony today. Special thanks to Ed Bednars, who is filming the event today. Ed has been an integral part of TREC for many, many years, and his contributions have extended far beyond his formal time on the committee as he volunteered today to film us. On a personal note, I do want to express my deep gratitude to you, Ed. You taught me how to step into this role, and your guidance and support have played a big part in helping TREC continue to thrive after your time on the committee. We're truly grateful for your continued dedication and presence here today. And of course, this ceremony would not be possible without the many Wilkes Colonels who took time to nominate the incredible educators, mentors, and advisors and colleagues who make a meaningful difference in their lives. Your voice helps shine a light on the excellence we're here to honor today. I will say that the best part about serving on TREC is that you get a front row seat to the excellence and care for our students that is present all throughout the Wilkes community. And this is to everyone who gets nominated in all of your materials. And so I really want to honor everyone who was nominated, and thank you all for doing the nominations. It's amazing to see, to really get that front row seat to the excellence that is within our community. Okay, and that's what I wanted to say. If you're receiving an award today, we invite you to make your grand entrance up to the podium when your name is called. You'll receive your reward, and you're welcome, but you're not obliged to give a brief acceptance speech. Feel free to thank your mentors, your students, your pets, or even your morning coffee, but I do need you to remember to keep it short because we did not have the budget to plan for a dramatic exit soundtrack like at the end of the Oscars, so keep that in mind. And you're not obligated to give a speech if you don't want to, but you're welcome to. Finally, I'd like to recognize and thank our provost, Dr. David Ward, for his ongoing support of TREC and for our broader shared mission at Wilkes University to foster excellence in teaching and learning. As faculty, we understand that meaningful progress in education requires not just resources, but a shared commitment to dialogue, reflection, and collaboration. I've personally appreciated Dr. Ward's openness to these values and his steady support for efforts that strengthen our teaching, our mentorship, and our ability to meet students where they are. His investment in TREC reflects both a belief in its mission and a willingness to ensure it thrives, including funding for the trophies, banquet, monetary awards that make it possible for us to recognize and celebrate the work of teaching in a meaningful way. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ward to the podium for a few opening remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Blankenweb. A round of applause for the TREC committee, please. So it is a privilege for me to be here today. We are gathered, as you know, to recognize individual achievement, but if you bear with me a minute, I'm not going to talk about the individuals. I'll leave that to others. I thought what I'd like to do, because I don't get a microphone all that often, what I'd like to do is talk about our broader profession a little bit. Because the reality is, while we are here today to recognize the exceptional performance of individuals, I think it's important to also honor what I consider to be our collective noble profession. And I use the word noble. I went to the Google thing and got the definition, okay, to make sure. I mean, I kind of know what the word means, but you know, you kind of want to be technically correct here. And the noble, what I consider a noble profession, the word noble, according to Cambridge Dictionary, at least the definition I chose, moral in an honest, brave, and kind way. And as I think about what is happening, frankly, I believe that higher ed is under attack. I believe that our moral profession, all of us who work at a university, irrespective of role, choose to be part of higher education. And we do so, the reason I like this definition is because I look at the three components identified by Cambridge: honest, brave, and kind. And I think of what a faculty member, all faculty members, whether they're receiving an award today or not, go through. They approach their profession and their work with their students with honesty. You have to be honest. You are honest in your reflections of the data. You are honest in your reflections of current events. You are honest in the reflections that you provide and the feedback that you provide on their work. Otherwise, they don't learn. Sometimes that honesty requires you to be brave. Sometimes that bravery is reflected in standing up to hierarchy on behalf of your students. Sometimes that bravery is reflected in simply informing the student that they earned a failing grade. That is not a simple task. It's what they earn, but it's a heavy burden that I know each and every faculty member has to bear. And it is a brave act to look someone in an eye and say, you have failed. Not easy. And then the last component, I know this happens. We all do it. You approach everything you do in a kind way with our students, even that notification of failure. So as I look at what's going on, I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you for being part and choosing to be part of what I deeply, deeply believe to be a noble profession. Your work, your dedication is a model for all of us. So thank you. Congratulations to the winners. We'll hear about you individually in a minute, okay? You're wonderful, but so too is everyone else in this room. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, I will turn it back over to Dr. Blankenweb.
The first award that we'll be presenting today is the Outstanding New Faculty Award. This award recognizes new faculty. It's given annually to recognize the outstanding contributions of a junior member of the Wilkes University community. Wilkes University faculty, excuse me. This year's recipient of the Outstanding New Faculty Award has made a remarkable impact in just her first 2 years at Wilkes. Known for creating engaging, inclusive classrooms, she challenges students to think critically, whether through observational fieldwork or rich discussion-based learning. Students consistently praise her enthusiasm and care, One shared that during a difficult health crisis, this professor was the first source of support on campus, someone who helped them succeed academically and truly feel seen. Quote, "She greatly contributed to my 4.0 that semester," the student wrote. Her influence extends far beyond the classroom. She has published in peer-reviewed journals, mentored students presenting at national conferences, and leads collaborative research projects, including one funded by the Summer Mentorship Grant. She also serves on multiple university committees and has quickly become a respected voice in shaping her program's future. In her own words, she's proud that her teaching philosophy has taken root at Wilkes, one that centers on relationships, critical thinking, and meaningful student engagement. I'm pleased to announce the winner of the Outstanding New Faculty Award is Dr. Caitlin Langendorfer.
Oh, this is a weird spot to be in. So, thank you very much to the committee for selecting me. I was very shocked, surprised, excited to learn that I had been selected for this award, knowing how great the cohorts of new faculty that are outstanding and above and beyond that have come into Wilkes with me, before me, and after me. I also want to thank those that nominated me. It really meant a lot that you took time to say those sincere and kind words. And specifically Sarah Devlin, who's here today, one of my students who anytime I find it just the highest compliment to receive just kind words from my students, and it just really means a lot that you even accepted to come to this lunch today to support me. Just briefly, when we apply to jobs, we try to outline how outstanding we could be for an institution and hope that they select us for that position. But the reality is we can't really do any of those things without the support of the community, of the institution. So I really could not have done anything that I had outlined without the institutional support here at Wilkes for my teaching and research. For my colleagues in the division that are just the nicest, supportive, kind people that help me learn and grow here at Wilkes and feel comfortable, which is very important. And just the students here at Wilkes that are engaging, ask questions, and just get me excited to come into class every day. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Langendorfer. The next award is the Alumni Mentoring Award, which is given to a faculty member who demonstrates excellence in maintaining Wilkes' mentoring culture with university alumni. This year's recipient exemplifies Wilkes University's tradition of lifelong mentorship, someone whose impact doesn't stop at graduation but continues to shape students' lives and careers well beyond their time on campus. For more than 30 years, this recipient has gone above and beyond as an advisor, mentor, and teacher, helping students navigate academic programs, internships, CPA certifications, and major career decisions. Early in her tenure, she revived the accounting internship program, securing placements that frequently led to full-time jobs. She also founded Wilkes University's income tax assistance site, giving students real-world experience while serving the community. What truly sets her apart is the lasting nature of her mentorship. Alumni regularly reach out to her years later for advice, encouragement, or simply to reconnect. One shared, quote, "She was my support system during school and continues to be as an alum." Another wrote, "She created an internship just for me so I could succeed academically and still finish my final season as a college athlete." Through it all, she remains actively engaged, attending homecoming, volunteering at career fairs, and continuing to connect with former students throughout their careers and lives. In her own words, "Advising is one of the most rewarding aspects of my role. It is incredibly satisfying to see students and former students achieving their goals." I'm so pleased to welcome the recipient of this year's Alumni Mentoring Award, Cynthia Cesarek.
sing to you?
I guess it's still morning, so I'll say good morning. I would like to thank my former students who nominated me for this award. A special thank you to Lori Mira, a former student of mine who is a very successful CPA and has made the trip to be with us this morning. One of my responsibilities that I enjoy very much is advising and mentoring our students and alumni. These relationships are ones I truly value. I am honored to receive an award for something I love to do. At Wilkes, it is not just a slogan. We do mentor, and I will continue to serve my students, alumni, and the university in this capacity. Thank you.
The Academic Support Award recognizes a non-faculty staff member whose leadership and dedication play a direct and meaningful role in student learning, whether in the classroom, the lab, or through experiential learning opportunities. As someone who works alongside this year's recipient in the EDD department, I have seen firsthand the care and attention that this year's recipient brings to every aspect of her work. She manages countless logistics, from student onboarding and advising to coordinating international residencies, with a level of grace, professionalism, and compassion that truly elevates all of us. As a graduate student advisor and international coordinator, she supports students across every stage of their journey, helping them navigate course registration, scheduling interviews, managing time zones, and time zones all around the world, and preparing for graduation. She also plays a key role in success of our global residency programs, overseeing complex international travel and coordinating places like Dubai, Thailand, New Delhi, and Saudi Arabia. Her impact is not just administrative, it's deeply personal. One student wrote, "I quite literally could not have made it to this point without your help. Thank you for not giving up on me." And a faculty colleague shared, "You are deeply loved and respected by every student in the Wilkes EDD program." And I can tell you firsthand, it wasn't me who said that, but that is so true. In her own words, she describes her goal as making every student feel confident and comfortable in their choice to study at Wilkes. Over more than a decade, she has done just that, providing the kind of support that not only keeps things running, but also builds community, trust, and success. I'm proud to announce the recipient of this year's Academic Support Award is Marcia Harowitz.
This is way out of my comfort zone, just so everybody knows that. But I do want to thank Dr. Wasmansky for my nomination and the committee for choosing me. I'm very proud to be a part of Wilkes, and everybody here I know puts the students first, and that's what it's all about. So thank you very much.
So it seems to be very exciting, right? To honor someone, to receive the award, everything looks so exciting for me. And let me introduce first, I am Ashrafur Rahman, I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. I've been working here in the TREC committee since 2024. So before that, it's my pleasure to introduce today the Adjunct Faculty Award. So the Adjunct Faculty Award honors a part-time instructor who brings excellence to the classroom through innovative teaching, meaningful student relationship, and contribution to the university community. This year's recipient exemplifies all of those qualities and brings something more, a teaching philosophy rooted in the belief that learning is joyful. Teaching Bio 105, a non-major biology course that can often feel intimidating to students, she approaches the subjects not just as a scientist, but as a storyteller, guide, and motivator. Her goals are twofold: to build student confidence and to give them reasons to care about the material beyond the final exam. She uses experiential lab activities, anonymous in-class knowledge checks, and even lets students vote on the final topics they study. So blending core concepts with curiosity-driven learning, one student described the course is perfect for non-majors, while another, not a science major, called it their second favorite class and said they would take another course with her without hesitations. Students consistently describe her as organized, compassionate, and genuinely excited to teach, someone who makes them feel welcome, supported, and capable. One student shared that she brought positive vibes to the classroom, and another said she helped them feel observant and wondrous. For transforming required science course into something inspiring, memorable, and empowering, I'm thrilled to announce the recipient of the year's Adjunct Faculty Award, Amy Miles Yana Yatsuro.
I'm really honored to receive this award, and I'm really honored to be nominated. The chair of the best department, Jeff Stratford, has been a really awesome mentor, and I really appreciate him nominating me. And it's a really fun group to work with, the non-majors, because there's so many diverse perspectives, and I get to interact with everybody else's majors. So it's just really special to be honored for something that I just have a lot of fun doing. Thank you.
So now the next award, Innovation and Non-Traditional Teaching Award. The Innovative and Non-Traditional Teaching Award recognizes a faculty or staff member who successfully incorporates innovative and non-traditional strategies into more classes. This year's recipient exemplifies that spirit through her integration of virtual exchange and global virtual terms, powerful student-centered approaches that connect Wicks University with their peers around the world. In her international business course, students collaborate with classmates from countries like Brazil, Japan, India, and Mexico on shared projects. that require not just academic effort, but cross-cultural understanding, adaptability, and critical thinking. What makes this work especially impactful is its reach. These opportunities are not limited to a single class. She has worked to expand access across disciplines, ensuring that a broad range of weak students gain experience navigating real-world collaboration across borders and time zones. Her teaching philosophy is grounded in the belief that global competencies like communications, empathy, and intercultural collaborations are essential to learning. She pairs that belief with international project-based learning to give students hands-on experience solving complex problems with peers from different cultural contexts. She creates a learning environment that reflects the dynamics of today's international workforce, while also nurturing self-efficacy, resilience, and connections. For creating a classroom experience that bridges cultures, disciplines, and continents. I'm thrilled to announce the recipient of this year's Innovation and Non-Traditional Teaching Award, Dr. Mona Pearl.
Take this one fast.
Well, thank you. Actually, this reminds me of my MBA graduation when I was coined the most untraditional student in the whole university, and that was a very large university. So here we go. Thank you, Dr. Hughes, for nominating me. Thank you for the committee for choosing me. And really, the big, big thank you is to the students. The courage to dive into international, to suddenly work with all of these teams from all over the world, and and not knowing what is where, which is quite amazing. And I tell them that at the end of each collaboration. So thank you for the Wilkes family for accepting me. And also thank you, Dr. Adekola, for the courage to trust me with, because when I came in and I said that I'm going to have all of these collaborations, others may have looked at it and say, is she all right? Is she, what is wrong? So in any case, thank you everyone, and I'm really, really honored.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nelson Anajan. I am a faculty member of the Department of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering, member of the College of Business and Engineering. And this one is my second year in the TREC committee, so it has been a pleasure to work with these wonderful people. And I'm going to present the Interdisciplinary Award. If you want this presentation in English, press 1. If you want this presentation in Espanol, press 2. Okay, so let's go to 1. Okay, so the Interdisciplinary Award is given annually to recognize an individual or cross-disciplinary team who demonstrates outstanding initiatives in the classroom or through research to further the ideas of interdisciplinary learning. This year, recipients have built an exceptional model of interdisciplinary collaboration, uniting expertise from 3 departments, pharmacy, chemistry, and biology, to create one of the university's most innovative educational initiatives, the Cannabis Certificate and Cannabis Chemistry programs. These programs don't just introduce a student to a rapid emerging field, they immerse them in it. Through shared courses, collaborative research, and integrated laboratory experience, students learn how plant biology, pharmacology, and analytical chemistry to intercept to shape safe, effective, and science-driven cannabis products. Oh, that's very long. So, the team's work has led to new course development, community-facing certificate programs, and the expansion of WIL's cannabis lab. All while securing external funding and offering real-world relevance to student education. That is awesome. Their teaching is grounded in active learning, research-based courses, and a commitment to helping students move beyond memorization to application, synthesis, and collaboration. Capstone projects, lab-based, teamwork, and joint advising efforts ensure that the students don't just learn from one discipline, they learn how to work across them. That is beautiful. As one team member put in, let me say that, bridging the science means knowing what your colleagues are teaching and designing your context to connect with theirs. This kind of thoughtful, integrated teaching prepares students not just for jobs, but for the complexity of real-world challenges that demand interdisciplinary solutions. Definitely interdisciplinary. So it's my pleasure to announce the recipients of this year, not just 1, 2, 3 colleagues, and they are Dr. Adam Van Weer, Dr. William Terzaghi, and Dr. Donald Menzer. Congratulations.
Okay, I'll keep it short since I've got 2 more to come. I'd like to thank Dr. Marie Thomas for accommodating us. I'd like to thank the committee for choosing us. And, well, I've been working with Dr. Menzer for more than 15 years. I've been working with Dr. Edward for more than 12 years on a variety of projects. And, well, obviously, we figured out how to make it work. It's been a lot of fun working with them. And this summer, we're looking forward to having fun working with cannabis, alcohol, and heavy metal.
I just wanted to thank my 2 colleagues here for all the things that they need to do to make sure that what I have to do, everything is ready for this. So Dr. Terzaghi is, whether people know or not, he's growing hemp all the time. All the time. It's below 0.3% THC. It is not, regardless of what the news wants us to say, it is not medical marijuana because they, but it's below 0.3%. So, but Dr. Menzer, I don't know if a lot of people know, but he's maintaining a lot of instrumentation on top of his chair duties and his teaching duties, which is really, really challenging. And like I said, Dr. Terzaghi growing, making sure everything is ready when not necessarily people are there to help them all the time. So when I need to have students come in to analyze the plants, I know they're going to be ready. So I just want to thank them for that. And thank you, Dr. Roque Thomas, again for the nomination.
So I'm going to try not to do everything that I had on my list to do because some of it will be redundant. But I would like to thank, on behalf of myself and my colleagues, our spouses. Not only for those being able to attend today, but for putting up for our variety of what I'll describe as eccentricities. I'd like to thank the committee. I'd also like to thank Marie for nominating us. In fact, our team is not really complete without Marie. She is responsible for bringing in the funding, which has provided us with the instrumentation that we use. I would like to also thank my two colleagues. I don't think anybody can fully understand just how much work it is that Dr. Terzaghi puts in to maintain the growth of our plants on campus. It's 365 days a year, and the plants don't go away. So Christmas breaks, spring breaks, they need attention. He also has paperwork to do because our two hemp farms are registered with the state of Pennsylvania, and we have forms to complete, and Dr. Terzaghi is gracious enough to take care of all that, and Dr. Van Wert is a wonderful colleague. And the other thing I really enjoyed about this project is, when I first got here, I spent time interacting with pharmacy students exclusively at the 100 level. And now that I'm involved in this interdisciplinary project, I get to interact with the students in their P2 year, principally, when they come back and show up for class at 8 o'clock in the morning for Dr. Terzaghi's hemp and bio class and my extraction class, because that's when their pharmacy courses permit them to be available. So that's all oh, and one last thing. I knew I would almost forget something. I'd like to thank Ned Fetcher and recognize his contributions to getting our working group together, which really spawned the opportunity to get these two projects launched.
Okay, so here we go. Could you hear me? Yes. Okay, so the next award is going to be the Outstanding Advisor. The Outstanding Advisor Award is given annually to recognize a faculty member who inspires and mentors students. This year's recipient exemplifies that commitment, not just by helping students choose classes, but by offering steady support, thoughtful guidance, and the kind of presence that helps students navigate challenge and growth. One student shared, "During my first semester of college, my nerves were absolutely through the roof, and she sequestered those racing thoughts I had." That is wonderful. Her impact stands well beyond her official advising loads. In addition to supporting students through complex academic plans, including double majors, minors, honor requirements, and pre-professional tracks, she plays a vital role in mentoring undergraduate research. Over the years, she has worked with more than 50, just in case in Spanish, 50 students, researchers in her lab, helping them develop projects, present a national conference, yes, I do want students, yes, that's great, and prepare for careers in the science and beyond. Many of her students have gone to medical school, graduate programs, and research careers, thanks in part to her mentorship, recommendation letters, and career guidance. As she writes in her advising philosophy, she sees her roles as both as knowledgeable, guide, and flexible. A compassionate listener, someone who provides answers when needed, and encouragement when students are ready to explore new direction. That is awesome. Whether they are rethinking a career path or discovering a new passion, she meets them where they are and helps them move forward with confidence. It is my grand pleasure to announce the recipients of this year's for the Outstanding Advisor Award, Dr. Lisa Kadle.
Thank you for that amazing introduction. I'm not sure I need to say anything at this point. I would like to, first of all, thank my current advisee who nominated me for this award, also the committee for all of their work, pulling together nominations and the decision-making, etc., and thank you for choosing me. I'd also like to give a shout out to my many faculty and staff colleagues who helped me to be good at this work. it does sometimes take a village. And so it's often the case where we have to reach out to friends, colleagues, staff, other offices to be able to give the students all of the information and support that they need. And then finally, just shout out to the students. I've had the pleasure to work with many, many students in my lab, but also advisees, academic advisees, students that I advise informally because I have them in freshman lab. And some of the most challenging situations ultimately turn out to be some of the most rewarding ones. Students who are trying new things, students who want to study abroad and send me an email saying, can I go next semester? Students trying to do a double major in biology and Spanish, it can be done. So yeah, shout out to all of the many terrific students I've worked with. Thanks again to my advisee Aiden for this nomination and to the committee. Thank you.
Okay. I don't want to be too loud, but I usually am. I'm Amy Bradley. I'm from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. I did not forget you. And the last two awards are kind of the biggies, I hate to say. But first of all, we have the Lifetime Achievement Award. Can everybody hear okay? All right. Lifetime Achievement Award is a special honor. It's recognizing a longtime member of Wilkes whose contributions have left a lasting impact on students, colleagues, and the university itself. This year's recipient has served Wilkes for over 25 years, building a career defined by exceptional leadership, deep mentorship, and a steadfast commitment to student success. As the founding leader of the Nesbitt School of Pharmacy's experiential education program, she helped establish and grow what is now a vital part of the PharmD program, representing over 30% of the program and encompassing thousands of individualized student rotations across clinical, community, and global settings. Her work behind the scenes, from accreditation and curriculum design to site coordination and one-on-one student mentorship, has quietly shaped the academic and professional lives of more than 1,700 pharmacy graduates. Her leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic was particularly extraordinary. When clinical sites closed, she worked tirelessly, student by student, to find individualized solutions that allowed each one of them to graduate on time. A true testament to her tenacity, creativity, and care. But her impact goes far beyond logistics. She's known as a compassionate advisor, a respected colleague, a builder of community, and a role model for service and integrity. From mentoring staff and faculty to leading strategic initiatives and stepping in as an interim dean and department chair, she has taken on every role with humility and unwavering commitment to doing what's best for students and the university. As one alum wrote, "Only now, after seeing multiple other institutions, can I fully appreciate how expansive these experiences were and how much they prepared us to accomplish our goals. I can say with absolute certainty that I would not be where I am today without her." It is with great admiration that we recognize the recipient of this year's Lifetime Achievement Award, Shelley Holt Macy. Unfortunately, Shelley's not able to join us, but please welcome Dean John Ferentz, who will be accepting the award on her behalf.
Cynthia, I just checked. It's now 12:03. Good afternoon, everyone. Shelley is on a much-deserved and well-earned family vacation, and she asked me to accept this award on her behalf, and I said, Shelley, what sentiments would you like me to express to the community? And she said, John, it's up to you. So please tell her how resounding my words were about her. And Amy, it's not as if you and I could have planned this better. To summarize Dean Holt Macy's contributions to the Nesbitt School of Pharmacy in 4 numbers. Dr. Anaya can translate these numbers for you after the award ceremony, but those 4 numbers are simply 25, 1,700, 11,620, and 1. We have graduated 25 classes of Doctors of Pharmacy in the Nesbitt School of Pharmacy. That represents over 1,700 pharmacists practicing in 48 of our 50 states in that time. You heard 30% of our curriculum is experiential. Shelley has organized 11,620 rotations, and there's only ever been 1 director and associate dean of experiential education at the Nesbitt School of Pharmacy, and that's Shelley Holt Macy. I would be remiss, and Shelley would be disappointed if I didn't take the opportunity to acknowledge her team and Julia and Dr. Christina Powers and the support that they provide for Shelley and for our students. Thank you.
Great. The Carpenter Award is our last award. It was established in 1985 by Donald Fell Carpenter family to recognize excellence in teaching and to reward and retain the best educators at Wilkes University. Today, the Carpenter Award remains the highest honor granted by the Teacher Recognition and Effectiveness Committee, awarded annually to a faculty member who exemplifies excellence in teaching and engages students in meaningful, student-centered research or creative projects. This year's recipient exemplifies that standard across every dimension of her work. As a professor, a researcher, and a mentor, she brings an unmistakable energy, creativity, and commitment to her students, and I can attest to that. She teaches both introductory and advanced chemistry courses, designing highly interactive labs and lectures that spark curiosity and deepen understanding. Whether labs and lectures, whether that's through group learning, open-ended experimentation, or activities involving everything from radish pH indicators to chemistry-themed space races. She runs a vibrant undergraduate research program, mentoring students through complex synthetic chemistry projects and preparing them to present at national conferences. Her students develop not only technical expertise, but also the confidence and clarity that comes from writing, presenting, and discovering knowledge firsthand. She's also a leader and an advocate, co-chairing her department, serving on key committees, co-writing the university's parental leave policy, and helping lead the Student Response Survey Task Force to improve how teaching is understood and supported at Wilkes. Through it all, she continues to champion mentorship, student leadership, and academic rigor, whether it's in the lab, in the classroom, or on a chemistry club trip to Corning. She also, I will add, created, took a year, just about, a course kind of on the history of chemistry, and it culminated in a trip to Paris where they could actually see museums and things to do with famous chemists. And that was a huge undertaking, organizing and getting approval and all that. For her excellence in teaching, her commitment to inclusive, student-centered learning, and her leadership across the university, it is with great pride that I announce the recipient of the 2025 Carpenter Award for Teaching Excellence, Dr. Megan Yeomans.
genuinely humbled to receive this award. I want to thank TREC for the recognition, to express my deep gratitude to my colleagues, my students, my family, and the Wilkes University community. This award carries special significance because it reflects the most meaningful part of my work, helping students to build their self-confidence and to find their place in something bigger than themselves. I have been incredibly fortunate to work alongside colleagues who care deeply about students and who have shaped my own growth as a teacher. Del Lucent has been a cheerleader even when I didn't see the strengths within myself. My former chairs, Amy Bradley and Don Menser, who are always supportive despite some of my more outlandish pedagogical approaches, and Ryan Henry and Alicia Pitchford, who are always open to discussing new teaching strategies and helping me to work through new ideas. Lastly, I have to thank my family, my husband, who holds down the fort and even does ballet hair when I have a chemistry club trip or a late night in the lab, and my girls, my reasons for being, whose constant questioning and enthusiasm for learning make me a better teacher. This award means a great deal to me, and I'm grateful to be part of a community that supports and celebrates meaningful teaching. Thank you again.
Thanks to everybody for joining us for this year's TREC award ceremony. It's been a joy to celebrate the incredible teaching, mentorship, and collaboration that make Wilkes such a special place. To our award winners, congratulations once again, and your dedication and impact are truly inspiring. And to those who took the time to nominate a colleague, thank you for helping us shine a light on their meaningful work that happens every day across our campus. I'd also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our provost, Dr. David Ward, for his continued support of TREC and for his thoughtful remarks today. And of course, a big thank you to all the TREC members, Jane, Nelson, Ash, and Marianne, for your hard work, your good humor, and your deep commitment to recognizing excellence at Wilkes. It's been a pleasure working with all of you. As we wrap up, please know how deeply your work is valued here. You make a difference in your classrooms, in your departments, and in the lives of your students. Keep being amazing, keep being Colonel, enjoy your summer, and we look forward to seeing you next year, and thank you again. And there's food to take, and can all the winners stay, because we're going to do a group picture.